This is Lisa's Little Rants. How y'all doing today? Y'all know when I hit the big sigh, something has itched to my butt. And this is what it is. So as you know, I get a lot of my topics for my rants from social media and the random paternity slash, I don't know what these shows are called, but I'm just gonna go paternity because I'm watching paternity course. Okay. So, but this doesn't have anything to do with babies. It just happens to be something that's going on while trying to find out the paternity of a baby. So there is two women, two men, two couples, one that's engaged, one that are exes. And if y'all see the title, I think y'all might know where I'm going with this. Nobody can break a home but the owner. Please stop. Men, women, married, dating. Stop calling somebody else a home wrecker. Stop calling the side dude a side chick a home wrecker. Stop going after the people that your man or woman goes after. Because guess what? The only person that has any semblance of respect or responsibility towards you is the person that you're dating or married to. Nobody can wreck a home that is not already on the chopping block. Nobody can wreck that home. Nobody can come in there and knock your shit down. Nobody. The only person that can do that is the people that are in the relationship. Because everything that happens with inside of your relationship is allowed by the two people that are in there. So it is a young woman looking for the paternity of her child. It is an engaged couple. The woman is keep calling the young woman a home wrecker because you knew about me. You knew about me. You knew about me. But this not your home girl. This not your sister. This is somebody that this man is telling all this stuff about. That you don't talk and you just need some and you this, that, and the third. To you, to this girl, you are nothing. Knowing about you is irrelevant. It means nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Stop. You can't. Nobody can wreck your home. Nobody can come in and wreck your home. You allow that stuff to happen. You perpetuate the ideals and the situations that allow these things to happen. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that you are the reason that somebody cheats on you. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you continuously forgive and you continuously overlook and you continuously ignore your intuitions and your feelings and sit up there and put somebody's feelings first instead of recognizing that if you're not happy, this is not the person or place you should be. People always want to call a relationship a job, work. It takes work. It's hard work. Well, then, okay, look at it like a job. If you are constantly getting ridiculed, if you're constantly getting overlooked, if you're constantly having to beg for just a semblance of recognition, you go say something to the boss. You go cite your grievances. And guess what? When shit get really shaky, you sit up there and you go put in applications at other jobs, just waiting for that one place to say, hey, come work for us so that you can leave the situation. Because with a job, you want to stay for the money. With some person that is pulling you down, that is weighing your shoulders down, you gonna sit there and stay? And I get it. Love and time. That's what I hear. Those are the two things I hear they're using as justifications for staying in a situation to where you are openly unhappy, to where you're openly having to fight for your place in a person's life. The first thing I hear is how much you love this person. The second thing I hear is how much time that you put into this relationship. Well, clearly your love and time have been ignored. Why say it? If you have to sit up there and put the blame on the shoulders of a stranger as to why your relationship is not working, your relationship is not working. It is not her fault. It is not his fault. They are factors in a much bigger picture. Start looking at the picture. Keep your family out of your relationship. You bring your mama, your cousins, your aunties into your relationship, and then wondering why your partner has an issue because they're telling you what to do and you're siding with them. That's your fault, not your family's fault. Your family was at home chilling. You the one went and told your mama what went on. You the one sitting up there talking about how sorry they are to your cousin, your homegirls, and your friends. It's not your mama's fault. It's not your homegirl fault. It's yours. Don't sit up there and bitch to people and then don't want to take their advice or don't want to hear what they have to say. Or if you're not ready for their involvement, because understand when you bring people, other people into your relationship, either people who you're talking to and getting shit off your chest or people you're having sex with, it is you that brought that person to the relationship. It is not the people that you're bringing. Now, there are always exceptions to a rule because this is not even a rule. This is just a little rant. This is just what makes my butt itch. If it's your sister, your homeboy, your brother, your uncle, your daddy, your mama, your cousin, that's different because you have a relationship with that person as well. And you have a relationship prior to the person you're with. So, yes, be pissed off at your cousin for trying to date or holler at your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend. But some random stranger that they met at the Walmart or that they started talking to on Facebook. They supposed to know about you. And stop sitting up there listening to somebody who has been openly lying to you about a very big thing, cheating, and believing when they tell you what she knew about you, like that makes it better. Because let me tell you why that person is telling you that. The reason that your significant other is telling you that he knew about you, she knew about you, is to take the blame off their shoulders so that they don't have to wear this particular situation by themselves. That's why they tell you that. I told her about you. She meant nothing to me. He meant nothing to me. Well, let me tell you something. This is, and here's another thing that why are you risking your relationship with somebody who doesn't mean anything? Why are you risking your happy home, your family, for somebody who doesn't mean anything? And you say that shit out loud, like that makes it better. Telling me that she didn't mean nothing. Well, that means I meant less than nothing. If she didn't mean anything, then I meant less than anything because I'm the one that's sitting up here dealing with the heartache, the rage, the anger, the mental and physical. There is a physical pull in your chest when somebody breaks your heart. Do y'all understand that? Stop blaming other people. Stop calling people a home wrecker. Can't nobody wreck your home but the people that live there. That is the end of the day. That is it. Can't nobody mess up your relationship with you. That's with your spouse, with your kids, with your family. Can't no girlfriend come in and mess up your relationship with your mom and them. It is what you allow to happen. Can't no friends from school or little girlfriend mess up the relationship with your son or daughter. That's what you allow to happen. The same token goes for your romantic relationships. Nobody that they met online, at the grocery store, while they were walking through the mall can mess up your relationship if there was not a reason, if there was not a reason that your partner had for going there. And understand, you don't have to know the reason. And a lot of times the reason makes it worse because there is none. Because the first thing that a cheater will say was how much I love you. That I love you to death. That they meant nothing. It was just a fling. I don't know what I was doing. What. You know how much I love you, baby. It was a mistake. I made a mistake. That's another thing. It ain't a mistake. It's not a mistake. It ain't no home record. The homewrecker is the person who walked out that door and decided that the day is the day I'm going to cheat on the person that I love to death. Hear what I just said. A stray random stranger who you think should know you and value you like they value somebody, a friend or a family member, is the reason that your spouse cheated. They had so much going for them and such a pull and just so much that this person that you love, that you maybe said vows to if you married, got kids with, whatever, that this person that you think of as your other half was just so swayed by them, was just so entranced by them, was just so taken with them that they would give up all of that for 30 minutes of sex, if that. So that's what you're telling me. When you sit up here and call somebody else a homewrecker, other than the person who's living in the house with you, you're telling me that there are people out there that's walking around like sunshine, throwing ass up in the air and the sun coming out, and your man or woman cannot help themselves if they meet that person. My wife is in love with Janet Jackson. I don't believe that my wife would cheat on me with Janet. Now, would I allow her to? Sure would, baby. If Janet come knock on the door and say, "Can I get 30 minutes with your wife?" You go ahead. Give us all for me, baby. But I don't think she would. Because I don't think anybody outside holds that much sway over somebody if they don't want to cheat. If they love you enough to say that you are my person, if they love you enough to say that you are my girlfriend, that we're going to get married, so now we engage, you're my fiance, and then eventually my wife or my husband. If they love you enough to go in that progression and get that situation, if they love you enough to do all of that, but then they turn around and they cheat on you with somebody they talked to on Facebook for 15 minutes. Or they forgot, quote unquote, to delete those dating apps on their phone. Oh, or they saw their ex and they was just so caught up in the emotions of an ex relationship that they couldn't help themselves. The only person that can wreck a home is the person that lives in the home. That is it. I don't care what you say. That is just absolute. I don't care if a butt booty ass P Valley stripper, I don't care if the diamond experience happened. If a person doesn't want to cheat on you, they won't. It doesn't matter how much ass is thrown at them. I like looking at pretty men. I mean, I like pretty men too, but I love looking at beautiful women. There's not a woman alive that I know of, that I've seen, that I would hurt my wife for. Because I do have because there's a bond that I don't know. And I'm not perfect. But I haven't seen somebody that would make me hurt my wife. And guess what? If I did, then that person's not a home wrecker. I am. I'm the one wrecked the home. I'm the one went out of there and went out of my way to break my vows and to hurt my wife. Now I'm not gonna sit up there and say there are women and men who actively look to date married people because they don't want a commitment, because they don't want the extra, because they figure if they date somebody who's already married, then they ain't got to worry about that person acting like they got some kind of claim to them. There are people like that. But guess what? They don't have a commitment with anybody. So even if they actively seeking out a husband or a wife, it is on the husband or a wife to say, no, I can't do it. I'm married. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm going to be married. Do you know how ridiculous you look getting on TV, getting on social media, getting on any of these apps, sitting up here going back and forth with somebody, calling them a homewrecker because your man or your woman cheated? The only person you should be arguing with is them. That's enough. Why you want to add somebody to the mix? And here's the thing, and just not adding somebody to the mix, the killing part is they will publicly go after the man or the woman that their person cheated on them with. But then if somebody says, why are you arguing with them? You should be arguing with your boo. They'll say, oh, we did that in private. Why are you making this public? Because this looks worse than you sitting up there arguing with them. Because I'm telling you, we judging. I'm telling you, we're not looking at her. We're looking at you sitting up here arguing with this girl or this boy who gonna go back to whatever they was doing before you started arguing, because the only person that got that man now is you. We judging. We looking. So you sitting up here thinking that you doing something by coming on social media, going back and forth with some girl or some dude. We going, why is she arguing with them? I'm sure that there are people who sit up here calling the other person a hoe or a home wrecker, but guess what? They the same as you. They gonna sit up here, you gonna sit up here and let your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife sit up there and be okay at home. And you gonna put this weight over here on them because you just can't imagine that your person would do that to you without them making them. In my opinion, there is no such thing as a home wrecker if they don't live in the home they built up. Outside of the acts of God, can't nobody come bust your house down unless you tell them to. We live in a house right now. Can't nobody come in here and do anything to this house unless we tell them to. And that's the same thing with a relationship. Ain't nobody breaking your house unless you give them the hammer to bust it. Unless you give them the wrecking ball. Ain't nobody knocking down your house unless you give them the weapons to do it with. That was my little rant for the day. Sometimes you just want to hear somebody say something, even if it's me. I just had to say that because I don't ever hear nobody just get up and say, a homeworker is laying right next to you. And that is the only homeworker you should ever address. So hit your girl up down in them comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time I go crazy and hit a little rant, y'all can look at it and go, what's she mad for? I ain't mad. I'm just ranting. This your girl, Lisa. And this Lisa Little Rants is in the box. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. You see KOOLAID and Lisa doing challenge on your head top. Yeah, you know what's happening when you tune in. Story times, pranks, and blogging, man. We a great big family, we the bomb squad. We on that grind to a number with a K, best believe you'll stay. You can chill with the fam like most of y'all do. You see KOOLAID, Lisa, and Nick too. With Charles and Barbie living that YouTube life. We love our fans and supporters, we a family, dude. So come on down to Bomb Squad Town, have a seat watching videos, and nobody likes to hate, keep it positive and have a nice day. Oh, I forgot, smash that like button. Bomb Squad, Bomb Squad, Bomb Squad.